Hmm. Yeah, I'm just sitting here. I didn't get any phone calls. No. And I was sleeping on an inflatable mattress last night. And I really didn't want to sleep there. Now, I had sent some emails about the requirements of the law. And I was kind of concerned that you might be illiterate. I know you're a sheriff or police officer, and the thought that you can't read is somewhat disconcerting. I mean, as a citizen, finding out the actual literacy rates of those that have badges on. Let's say you didn't graduate from high school, you got a GED, and it was about 25 years ago, and you've had a lizard in your ass most of your life. And for some reason, you seem to think that you have the right to not enforce the actual laws of the United States. Now, my experience has been that those that are not literate do not understand the laws that have been written. I had told you yesterday, probably multiple times, that I wanted my sons. And you had issued court orders where there was forgery and fraud. There was no signature of the petitioner. So, I was not given any notice or opportunity to be heard. You had attempted service numerous times after issuing a temporary protection order for 50 days. And then you served me in the library by an individual that didn't have any right to my private information. And then you act like you don't have to enforce the law because you're not literate. You are uneducated. Now, literacy is something that I've spent a lot of time on because I have actually graduated from college. Yes. I was a financial consultant. I worked here in Port Angeles, Quinlan, Port Townsend, from about 1998 to, let's see, I think it was 2004, July of 2004. Could have been 2005, but I think it was 2004. Yes. And then I started a financial services company that I named after the middle names of my three sons at that time when we lived at 323 West First Street. Yeah. James, Thomas, and King Financial Services. And I was at 224 West Washington Street. Yes. And then we had moved to Vancouver so that Jessica could go to the Washington State School for the Blind. Oh, and then Maximilian was born, and I changed the name. I mean, I actually filled out the forms to change the name, doing business as DBA. Could you get me all those business licenses that were named something, but then you changed the name DBA? I know for you that have been elected to office, or the judges and justices of the United States, or the police officers and sheriffs that really don't know how to read, because it's obvious to me that you must be illiterate, that you probably didn't change the name of a business that you started 20 years ago. And when I look at your actual business ownership, I just wanted to know, did you change the name of your actual business to something other than what it was when it was first incorporated? Yes. Now you're probably one of these business license owners where you had to have a small business so that you could money launder through your property rentals or all the money you were making while being in office. Now, what don't you understand about fraud? I told you I want my sons, and you're being fucking assholes because you're illiterate. You're illiterate. You don't know how to fucking read!